Is the world on the verge of its most significant geopolitical crisis in decades? With reports surfacing that Iran has officially halted all ceasefire negotiations and is actively preparing to seal off the Strait of Hormuz, we are looking at a scenario that could send shockwaves through the global economy and force a massive shift in American foreign policy. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss our deep dives into the stories that matter most. The situation unfolded rapidly this Monday. According to reports from the state-affiliated outlet Tasnim, Tehran has officially signaled that it will no longer participate in the exchange of messages with the United States through third-party intermediaries. This effectively kills the delicate diplomatic bridge that has been used to manage tensions in the region. The breaking point, according to the Iranian state media, stems from what they categorize as systemic ceasefire violations by the Trump administration. But it goes beyond just words. The most alarming development is the specific threat to the Strait of Hormuz. For those who may not know, this isn't just another body of water. It is perhaps the most important maritime choke point in the entire world. A massive percentage of the world's daily oil consumption passes through this narrow passage. By threatening to close it, Iran is essentially holding the global energy supply hostage. This development follows intense frustration from Tehran regarding Israel's recent military operations in Lebanon, which Iran views as a direct affront to its security interests and a failure of the current administration to maintain the stability they previously promised. What does this mean for the average American and for the global stage? First and foremost, we are looking at a potential energy crisis. If the strait is blocked, oil prices could spike overnight, leading to an immediate increase in gas prices for American families. Economically, the volatility would be immense. But politically, this is even more significant. It represents a total collapse of the current administration's maximum pressure or diplomatic engagement strategies, depending on which side of the aisle you sit on. If Iran proceeds with these threats, the United States will be forced into a corner. We are talking about the potential for direct naval confrontation. The U.S. military maintains a significant presence in the region precisely to keep these sea lanes open, and any attempt to close them would be viewed as an act of war. This puts the current White House in a precarious position. Do they push back with military force, knowing it could ignite a full-scale regional conflict, or do they scramble to find new diplomatic channels, which at this point seem non-existent? The timing of this is crucial. We are in a period of intense scrutiny over how the current administration handles its international obligations. Critics are already pointing to this as proof that the current policy of deterrence is failing. Meanwhile, the administration is facing pressure from all sides to prevent a wider war while simultaneously maintaining its commitments to allies in the region. The breakdown of communications with Iran suggests that behind-the-scenes efforts to keep the peace have failed, and we are now entering a much more dangerous, more public phase of this standoff. The outcome here is uncertain, but the stakes have never been higher. We are essentially watching a high-stakes game of chicken where the consequences of a collision involve global markets, military assets, and the lives of service members stationed in the region. So what do you think about this? Is the closure of the Strait of Hormuz an empty threat meant to gain leverage, or is Iran truly prepared to invite a direct conflict with the U.S.? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to know where you stand on the administration's handling of this crisis. This is a developing story, and the situation on the ground changes by the hour. History often turns on moments just like this one, where the bridges of diplomacy are burned and the reality of the situation hits home. Stay tuned to this channel, because as more information leaks out from the Pentagon and the State Department, we will be here to break it down for you. Thank you for watching, and stay informed.